everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing in on 2nd down. That's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
You hate to see it on a rookie's first carry partner, but he is welcome to the NFL with that hit behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Come on.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the 22-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. A nice run here past the 35. Gets it forward to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Let's go now.
Second down pass play coming. Caught quickly on the slant. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on. Set.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives him the first.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
He'll work against the blitz. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Okay, ready.
He'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
19, Tiger, go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here.
Hurt. Let's go.
Running it after the penalty. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's another for it. And he's stopped for a loss again, this time at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. They're throwing it. And screen here to Blue. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Dragons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in that first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Dragons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Now come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Torrey Horton, his intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Get some space around midfield. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Enough from the pistol to Cook. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted! And the Dragons have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Well, if nothing else, he's got the first INT of his career out of the way. It's kind of like when you get that new car, you know you're going to get some scratches on it. But that first one, yeah, you always remember it.
On the set.
We've set it down from the 37.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. It is caught left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
18. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Still anybody's game here in the early goings. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They have it, 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give to Henderson. He has this down to the 34. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing out to the left, cut! And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
Ground control on the soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. 19,
Looking in the air here. Connecting on the slant. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3.
Ready? Viking 18. Steady.
Anderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches.
Set up. Ready.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Complete. It's Horton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That pass is caught by Horton. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends that fan favor, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that's good for a few, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Incomplete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They give it to Bucky, and he works his way for a gain of 4. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He gets it again. And this time he's going to get in for the Virginia Beach touchdown. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Airing it out to start this drive. We'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
It's his running back. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back Now pressure coming. That one connects. He has the touchdown. The Dragons will add to their lead at the end of the half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Broncos. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Let's go now.
Going again on second. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, so they're only going to have enough time for 1 more snap here before we reach halftime.
First down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Kevin Lloyd on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He finds Worthy, complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? 79. Go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Past the 25. He does it. Touchdown. The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
I'm going to have flashbacks up here, Kate, to the original Arena League. Why? Because it showed just how tough it could be to catch a receiver when he gets a running start. That touch pass, it gave him that opportunity. He forced those defenders into a losing game of catch-up.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow the lead now to 22 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Big strike here to Williams. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, Kent, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll work against the blitz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was toward Horton. And now they face 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. The intended target there was toward Horton. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll throw 3rd and long. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Dragons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Those outside runs so critical for running back. quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching for
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
19, target.
To throw here on 1st down. Looking slant route, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Finds his running back. This is Bashul Tutu. And he's going to have him the 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Henderson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Pass play now. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. They'll throw it. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons parlay the interception into points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line.
18,
First and 10.
Here we go. Viking 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. Who's going to throw? Able to find Jones. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 32 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Looking quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27.
Shotgun handoff to Vucky. He's got it in the red zone. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Come on, set.
Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Lions making the call for their field goal unit. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the deficit shrinks to 26.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go now. Bronco switch. Bronco set.
It's Henderson on the give. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Sam one.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing now off the play action. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Tossing it to Henderson. He's out in the clear. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds, 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Set. Steady.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Steady.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons continue piling it on here in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Dragons continue piling on to this lead.
42, Lions 9.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll come out throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
First down.
Ready, set.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And throw it here on first. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to 50, back to 50.
Back now, pressure coming. Fits it through the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Working now from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point attempt coming up. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Dragons 42, Lions 16.
Well, the win may be lost, but Their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They'll throw to start the drive. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. And you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Riggs.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That goes for 32 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Quickly out to the right. Complete. And he is in. Touchdown. The Dragons keep running away with this. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a Knight who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues.
Lions 16.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
19.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Dragons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
They give now to Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Finds him on the slant. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that means first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Let's name that Cougar 19. 65 Jack. Hurt.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from San Juan. Dragons looking like they'll start this season with a win. First down now, ball at the 33.
7 Pirates. Ready? Hey, smash. Hawks set 19 tight. Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. They're going to pass it here. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Bronk inside the 15. They get 23 on that one. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
70 Lions. 70 Lions. Watch the ship. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's first and goal. He finds him right side. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Dragons throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And we've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
Okay.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Cowboy 8. Catch match.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again! And the Dragons are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing again on second. He rolls to his right. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Dragons running them out of the building. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go, 80.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dragons get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Pass it down close. He has the touchdown. The Dragons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again.
70, Lions 16.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
Let's go now.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we say adios from San Juan.
The 2026 season has arrived. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. We start with a good matchup in the NFC. And this is the QB for the home team. He had a month's worth of touchdowns in this one game, and a good month at that, 10 touchdowns. The Dragons wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Why don't we go over to Charm City now, check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Javonte Williams. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. The Ravens have little problem here. They run away with a dominant win. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Raiders. And this is Jordan James. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
You